Saludos desde El Paso, el mismo sabor Gandaya. Qué bueno. ¿Cómo estás, Luis? Mucho gusto. Qué gusto saber de ti. A ver, aquí estamos. Can't wait to see you in August. We are looking forward to August. Let's see, did a chatbot answer? Look, he did. To obtain pricing information for the Brazilian butt lift procedure, please sign up for a free consultation online, and it gives you the link right here. In the consultation form, kindly provide details about the specific procedure you're interested in. They also upload some relevant photos. Once our surgeons review your information, a surgical coordinator will get back to you. So if you click here, it will open our amazing consultation form. Check it out. You can pick your surgeon and fill out this, which is really quick. And voila, there you go. So it's easy. That's the easiest way and most accurate way to obtain pricing information. And the reason is because it's for you. You know, we will look and see what exactly do you need. First of all, is the BBL the best procedure for you? You know, so we can only tell if you send us good photos. And what else we can do if they send us good photos?
Yeah. Simulations, right? We can actually send you some potential, after results of your own body, actually tailored by a human being, not by a, machine, fitted to your body that will try to give you results. We'll show you some of the before afters too, but so that's why it's really important to send those good photos for us and good positions and lighting so we can make the best out of the simulations for you.
Yeah, the simulations are critical in patient communication and expectations, and I think the fact that you're going to be happy with the procedure is going to be because you understand what's going to happen and how you can look. And now at Top Aesthetics, we are offering this for you. So we need good photos. If you don't send good photos, I think it's going to be kind of hard for us to put a simulation together. And the simulations, let's see, they look like this. For example, let's see. That's a simulation right there. So, pre-op photos the patient sent. This is what we told her she was going to look like, and this is how she actually looks like at 6 weeks. And this is, we're hiding the private parts. But yeah, so this is an example of what the simulations are. Let's see, let's put this other one so we try not to get banned. Maybe that one. So you can see there's another simulation. Pre-op, this is how we envisioned that she was going to look. This is how she actually looked one day post-op. Oh, there's a thunderstorm again.
That was Thunderstorm,
thunderstorm
the
here
Florida
in Florida
Daily Special. The realtor Maricela asked, will either of you do a revision on a previous client of another surgeon within your practice?
Well, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if it's our practice. We want to make sure you're happy. So just send the form and we'll see what's going on.
We actually do a lot of revisional surgery for other surgeons from another practice, let alone this practice, and usually people here don't require a lot of revisions, only it's just minor things. But yeah, absolutely. We still want you to go through the same pathway, and then just send us your consultation, and then your free consultation, and we'll look at your photos, and then we'll get back to you. So, but yeah, so if you guys haven't played with the TopBot, I think you should. And for all our existing patients that are going to go through surgery, I think any questions that you have, and if you're a post-op patient, and let's say you're in the hotel right now because you just had surgery, and you have a list of questions, my advice to you is ask the TopBot. And if the TopBot doesn't give you a good answer, then we can happily give it to you. But it's pretty impressive. We've been training this AI with a lot of the questions that we had received in the past, so it's actually answering very appropriate. I get surprised sometimes. Sometimes it gives better answers than I can.
Yeah. We're both going to be replaced in the next couple of years.
A couple of months, I believe it's gonna be like months, if not weeks.
Yeah.
If you guys the following lives are down here by little bots, that's what happened.
Much better looking versions of us, absolutely.
Breathe. Oh man, I'm going old. I need my glasses back or something.
Brittany asks, I come July 9th, second time coming. I hope to see a big difference in my chin this time. I feel 100% calm and comfortable because y'all did amazing with my tummy tuck and aftercare.
Awesome,
Perfect.
awesome. Yeah, that'll be good. Let's see. Hopefully, you get a really nice. I mean, chin lipo is usually a really good option, and it creates a significant impact. So hoping that this will do this for you.
Yeah, and one thing that's really good for the chin is J Plasma. It
Right.
works wonders. So
Right.
if you didn't do it last time, it should be something maybe you can consider this time around.
Absolutely. Let's see. It's a lot of waving.
A lot of ways.
How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are doing good. What else?
If anybody has a question,
Quiero
wants-
hacerme las mamas. Quiero quitarme las mamas axilares. ¿Qué precio tiene? Ok. Vengo de Nueva York. This is for Reina 2626. Lo mejor es que mandes tus fotos. Eso se llama tejido mamario axilar y con mucho gusto podemos evaluar eso. A veces lo hacemos como si fuese una braquioplastía o un levantamiento de brazos con la incisión pequeña, la incisión que va en la axila. Pero tenemos que ver tu caso en particular para decir realmente lo que necesitas. Así que mándanos tus fotos. De acuerdo. Además pueden preguntarle a nuestro chat de inteligencia artificial, que las preguntas pueden ser en español también. Responden en 75 idiomas. Así que pueden preguntarle en español y él te va a dar la respuesta de cómo tienes que contactarnos si tienes alguna duda. Ok, a ver si we should make a big sign with a number. Pero pueden chequear el número en las historias que publicamos hoy. Ahí está el número de teléfono donde pueden llamar al Topbot. Si no, acá lo vamos a poner, a ver.
Yeah, we'll
no
put the
sé,
number there
Topbot.
so it's pinned.
¿Cómo es, Gaby? El número es
954 839
954-839.
6477.
Jamie,
647.
Elizabeth, what if your butt looks good from the side but not from the back? V-shaped butt. I hate the back view, but side view isn't bad. Send us pictures, absolutely. I mean, depending on where you're deficient, how you look, how much skin laxity, we can tailor and kind of, make it work for what you want. But we do have to see the overall shape and the skin condition and all that. But absolutely, it is something that can be improved.
Let's see if I can do it here. This is a smaller Topbot AI.
We'll try to pin the Topbot number so you
Yeah,
guys
we're trying to pin the Topbot so you have it. 839 6477. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. So you guys have it. Jesus, this phone is super small. Good. 954. Let's pin the comment. Great. So I pinned your comment. I pinned your guys' comment here. So if you wanna just chat with the chatbot, I think you should give it a try. If we didn't get to answer your question, then you will have there a number that you can just call and it will answer all your questions. So what else? That's awesome. Let's see.
These waves are interesting.
So we have our patients have been enjoying the ride on our new amazing van. The van is gonna be unavailable tomorrow because it's getting a beautiful wrap with our logo in it.
Is that tomorrow?
That's tomorrow. So, but then after tomorrow it should be ready. So tomorrow we're gonna go back to the old van for a little bit. But it's okay. That one wasn't so bad anyway. What's the difference between extended tummy tuck and a regular tummy tuck? Had surgery with y'all in February. Okay, so the main difference is how much excess skin we had to remove and how long the incision is. So that's why it's usually related of if you lost a lot of weight or if your BMI is a higher BMI, then you might most likely need an extended tummy tuck. While if you are on a normal BMI, let's say, or just on the overweight side, slightly, then you probably are okay with a traditional tummy tuck. But it has to do with pretty much with that.
Yeah.
That's what it
there's
is.
also a mini tummy tuck where it's almost the size of a C-section scar. But in those, usually there's no, plication of putting the muscles back together. So it's very limited in the lower portion. It's just mainly skin removal. So those are the main differences. Let's see.
I
We're
see
trying
Red
to.
Tulips wants to come with us. She's 7 weeks post-op. If you guys are post-op and you're logged in and you wanna or can share your results, that'll be awesome. See if you guys wanna chat with us. Maybe you're shy and you don't wanna chat with us, but hello.
I'm
So
getting my hair colored.
Oh,
That's
nice.
awesome.
Okay.
Hello.
hello. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing much better, actually.
That's awesome. So 7 weeks. How do you feel?
Planning to probably go back to see you in February or March to have my implants put back in.
Yes, sir. Well, good. Are you doing good? Did you heal?
Yeah, I still have my incisions. I still have a few places that are kind of open, so they are a little bit bothering me. But I do have an appointment with a wound clinic, so.
Very good. Also, keep us up to date. With your, with the photos here, with the post-op
Yes,
line.
actually, I just took photos a couple of mornings ago, so I'll send them to you guys.
Awesome. And that's completely normal to go through that. Sometimes it takes, I would say, maybe a good 2 to 3 months to completely heal. So, and especially when you have this type of like delayed healing process and things like that.
Yeah.
So it's okay, but those are one of the things
The
that
tummy tuck is beautiful.
I
It
know.
looks great.
Well, everything will be back to completely normal. Sometimes it takes, I think we talk about that, and I take advantage to mention this. A lot of surgeons will do this in 2 steps anyway, and
Yeah.
you go first and do the lift, and then come back and put implants. We try to do it as much as possible in one stage. Occasionally patients, it's such a big operation too, that they don't take the implants well the first time. There's a lot of tissues that they have to heal. Next time it's a lot easier though, because you have just to open do like a breast augmentation pretty much. So your lift is done, and sometimes it's.
So what about the mesh? Is the mesh going to be put
Yeah,
back
so it's interesting because a lot of times what we want with the mesh is the fibrosis, the extra fibrosis that happens that will cause the
Okay.
tissue together. So when you do it in 2 stages, for example, or you do it like this in this case, there's a lot of fibrosis that forms that kind of creates an internal mesh. So the mesh, what it does is that creates that internal fibrosis or increased fibrosis that holds the implant better. Now you're doing it naturally, right? You're creating this extra fibrosis, so it's very likely that you won't need anything at this point. Just more or less so putting the implant. But yeah,
okay.
so that's what it
good.
is. So it'll be easier, much easier to recover too.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
that's good.
Good,
More
I
like
know.
an implant exchange instead of.
That's that's right, and that's it will work like that. And a lot of patients, let's say sometimes the patients say, oh, either I want to. Usually is I wish I was going higher, right, in the size. In that case, we had to go back and do the same thing. Wait about 6 months to a year, and then come back and do an implant replacement, which is much easier though. Once you have it the first time down on the lift. So that's good. But thank you so much for tuning in, and please keep us updated on the progress.
I will. All right.
See you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have the here my screen got a little bit stuck. I don't know why it's not going away. Let's see here. I have this notification there.
All
there you go.
right.
I'm gonna plug in your phone because I think it's going to die.
So let's see what we got going on here.
Man, it's raining. Like the
I
sky is
know,
falling
it's
down.
pouring.
Let me plug in this phone so we make sure we don't see here. Great.
So we have finally patients are starting to use the ZozoFit.
Oh yeah.
So-
So we had our first few patients that signed up for the suit. You know, they send out their measurements. And it's pretty amazing. I think that is going to be very interesting to see what happens because we can follow their progress on the, you know, how many inches they lost and how many inches they gained in different places. That is super cool.
Yeah.
So if you haven't yet, make sure you visit the sosofit.com and you order your suit. By the way, if you do it until midnight tonight, you have I think a 15% off. So it's, you know, you're gonna be paying. It's usually about $100, and with this, it's you know, you're gonna be paying like 85. So remember that we also give you the money back if you're consistent with your follow-ups and you send us the measurements. You know, we're really interested in doing
Which you should be doing anyway.
That's
so
right.
This is just, you know, icing on the cake to get free suit and you know, measurements and all that. So.
Yeah, but the measurements are super cool. You know, it really gives you a 3D view of your body with all the measurements, and it's very accurate. You know, and it's easy. It comes in a package. Let me show you.
Yeah, there is a
So-
video of
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah,
Palladino.
I
If you
really-
want to see him in the stretchy.
I am
suit.
not going to change in public right here, but I'm gonna show you how this is.
That's why people join.
I know, they're joining. Maybe our viewership goes to like the millions.
We'll definitely get banned.
Look at this. So this is the suit. So it comes like this. Well, this is open already, as you can see. You know, here there's an insert that is to hold. Is this thing right here, and it allows you to hold your phone, so which is very cool to take your pictures, and it's also gonna help you take just the regular pictures for stuff. So you open this, and there's a suit in here. This is a very cool bodysuit. It's called, let me see, SosoFit, no? This is the
Zozo
number.
suit.
Soso suit, see right here. Okay, so this is the suit, and you're gonna put these tights on, okay, and using these nice little dots on your body, this software, this app recognizes your measurements. It's gonna take pictures in a 360 fashion. The app will guide you through the process of how to take the pictures, and it's amazing. It's really give you a very accurate measurement. So sosofit.com. It's definitely something that you should, if you're considering having surgery in the next, you know, in the future, from now on, all the way from tomorrow to later, make sure you order this suit so you can try it on, you can take your measurements, and then you can see
And
how
you
your
get the
progression.
insert for your photos.
That's
so,
right. That is pretty cool.
And it's pretty much for any procedure you're doing besides face, really. So any body surgery, you'd be a candidate to get that done.
You just put the phone right here, put this on the table, and it takes your pictures. It's really good.
Yeah, no, it's top of the line stuff. So check it out. Let's see, do we have any questions here?
It is a technology that we had the 3D, you know, cameras and all that, but this technology is actually more accurate than that. This technology is really good. I think it's really amazing, the level of accuracy, and not only that it can give you the follow-up. You know, the follow-up along. You're taking pictures as you're healing. You're seeing how much the reduction. It's great to follow up on massages. The massages are key, you know, and then with this you're gonna see how much less swelling you get by getting the massages. So 100% encourage you to buy this suit and to do all your measurements.
And
along
another
the way.
thing that might be good for those who go home and are away and think they might have some extra swelling or even a seroma, might be something that the suit can be like, hey, you know, there's an area increase, right?
Absolutely.
It's
There's more swelling. It wasn't swelling here
right.
now there's
what's
swelling.
going on?
What's going on?
So all these measurements, I think, will be something that can be added to your post-op care as well. And just wearing the suit is good compression. So if you really do love it, you want to wear it all
Right.
the time.
That's right. That's right. At the beginning, you're gonna need probably something more like the
Of
faja,
course, of
but
course.
this is great, and you know, you can potentially put it on top of the faja because the faja is so tight that just to
But
do
the
your measurements,
will look,
your measurements,
okay.
you will. I mean, as long as you always do it on top of the faja,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, true. So definitely ask about it. Any body procedure, you should be a good candidate for it.
No, it is really, really good. So I want to remind you that we are doing this premium stay package, and one of the advantages of coming to Top Aesthetics is that we include everything in one single place. You know, you have your hotel stay, you have your recovery assistant, which is extremely important. You have the massages done in your room. You have also the transportation that takes you back and forward. You know, we'll do the post-op visits at the hotel or here. You know, it's up to you, and really is pretty amazing. Most patients are very nervous around the surgery time, and this should decrease your anxiety significantly because we put a lot of effort on creating the safest environment for you, so you don't have to worry about anything. You know, pretty much. And you know, we go through a nice just process before surgery, and then after surgery, you know, we also take care of anything that may happen. You know, so that's why we're prepared for pretty much anything here at Top Aesthetics.
You know, I tell people the only way complications happen. They're a part of surgery. You know, you don't want them, but they happen. But it's how you treat them, right? You want somebody there that's gonna, you know, a place that's gonna take care of you, talk to you, manage you, not just be like, we're done, go home, and you deal with it in the ER. No, so we can even give blood if necessary.
That's right.
Here. So it's just, you know, something that, you know, can at least appease your stress. You have a team that's always following up with you, that come and check on you at your hotel, do your massages. We just did a video on anxiety and how to, you know, so that should be on YouTube soon. So,
and one of the
check
things
it
that
out.
we talk in the video is that we are always available to talk to you. You know, so I think if that you think is going to decrease significantly your anxiety, just talk to your coordinator. Let's coordinate a call. We can call you. If it's not, we'll definitely see you the day before surgery. You know, here we are always available to do that. So definitely, you know, anything that we can do.
yeah, that's a good point actually. Even though the pre-op is at the med spa, you can always come here and see us. And if we're done, we can actually come to the med spa and see you if it's, you know, we're done at a certain time and it works out. But we are always here for you to stop by, you know, 2 days before, the day before, whenever you're here. That's not a problem at all.
Gigi joined and she says she is cleared. So I guess we will be seeing her again soon. That's awesome. We have a lot of returning patients, and that's good because that means that the patients are happy, you know, and then we've been doing more and more like more high definition lipo when we do a tummy tuck, you know, or after a tummy tuck, and oh my god, they look so good because now you can create even better definition of your muscles. And if you are, let's say, on a BMI over 25, either on the overweight category or even over 30, and you're undergoing a tummy tuck, then it's very likely that you will need, you know, some more lipo in the future. So I think it's something that you should really consider because the potential for improvement is very significant. And not only that, but we can create now the edging, the high definition liposculpture, you know, when we do this. So it is actually something that you should really, really consider when we're doing this. Let me see here. I also want to remind you guys that we have this online store. Check out our new website. If you go here in your website to the menu, and then here you go to the online store, you're gonna find all these amazing products. So this is my favorite. Experience excellence. You can also tell your friends to scan the code and get down to our consultation. You know, when they say how good you look here. So here's our, let's see, going it's kind of whitish. Let's do it again, just restore. But anyway, so if you, and there's also a lot of products that, that you know, let's say that you forgot to buy sheets, because sometimes in the online store, sometimes in the hotel, we will recommend for you to bring sheets, you know, especially if they are black, because so you prevent the staining and so forth. If you forgot, then you can get them here at the store. We give it to you, you know. We provide all of these products to use, car cleans. Now, many of these, and you can make your calculations, many of these products are included already in your package. So let's say the BBL pillows or the garments and all of that. This is only if you want to buy extra, you know, but we give you about a $500 little baggie between medications like arnica, and also just supplies that you don't need. This is another thing that we take care for you. So you don't have to worry about buying any of this.
Yeah, it's just given to you. So, you know, supplemental things. Of course, your medications, prescription, you know, you'd have to get.
Yeah.
But, you know, the little goodies that people recommend post-op, that's all in there. Someone asked in Spanish how long before they see the full results of a BBL. Maybe you can answer that.
Sí, para ver los resultados de un BBL tienes que esperar, yo creo que por lo menos 6 meses para ver los resultados finales. Un año seguro, pero a los 6 meses ya puedes ver más o menos de qué se trata. Esta es otra buena pregunta para TopBot. Si haces la pregunta al número ese que posteamos ahí, te va a responder si nosotros no te la pudimos responder aquí. Pero sí, definitivamente. Y les aconsejo chequear el website. So this is our new website, and in the new website you're going to get to enjoy also the med spa services. So I recommend you to go to the med spa and check everything, because your pre-op appointment is going to happen at the med spa, and these beautiful ladies are going to be, you know, visiting with you there. You're going to be doing the pre-op with Leandra, and you can do, let's say, Botox or fillers with Dr. Finoli, and really check it out, because it's something that you should consider. We're also offering some extra packages for like IV hydration. You know, you can have the first pre-op IV hydration at the med spa during your pre-op appointment, and then we'll give you the post-op IV hydration at the hotel. You know, that is, I think we provide not only hydration, but some other medications that you might be in need during those IVs, so it's definitely something you should consider. There are other add-ons, like we talk about also, and we created a video about that.
Yeah, we did video, and we'll you know, quickly touch up on them. Things like injectables, fillers, Botox that you can do at the med spa, or even if you don't want to, you know, go through feeling, you know, the needles or whatnot, can be done while you're under anesthesia here. But also smaller procedures. If you're having lipo in certain areas done, you can add on maybe an arm or a chin. Add J-plasma, a lot of labial, like a labiaplasty or fat grafting to the labia, or quick procedures that can, you know, of course, depending on the extent of your surgery, be added on with very minimal added time. And here's the mesh.
This is another add-on that you can add the mesh for your breast procedure, and you can see here how this is a bra, an internal bra that goes inside, holding your implants or holding your tissue, depending if you're using implants or not. But this is a great add-on, and it gives you a longer lasting result for your breast procedure, you know, for your breast lift, and it also give you not only that, but better cleavage, you know, more perky breast, and I think it's something that you should consider. That mesh goes away, so it's not permanent, but as it goes away, it leaves behind like an area that is a lot stronger. Like if fibrosis inside that is not palpable, that is actually gives you a much better contour.
Yeah, so if you're worried about bottoming out, or you've had bottoming out, and really don't want to be, you know, worried about those implants coming down low too far, that's a good option. Not saying, you know, it's going to prevent it 100%, but it will minimize the chances drastically.
And we also, for those of you that are just logged in, we were talking about our bodysuit, the bodysuit that you wear. You can just buy this online in solsofit.com. And then you're gonna try this, and it gives you your measurements. I don't know if I have the video. Do you think I have the video somewhere? Maybe I can look it up.
I think you had it.
See if I can find my video.
Yeah.
We can
So
play
so
it
Dr.
for you.
Palladina actually wore it, and it took his measurements. And
It's just,
we will have a follow up with that. He says he's going on a diet, so we'll see.
do you think we're gonna get banned again if I show the video one more time?
Well, we're not on TikTok, so it
Yeah,
should be okay.
so it should be okay. Instagram is, nicer.
The
in that
B
sense.
baby mom says, can you speak to choosing over or under the muscle for implants and after breastfeeding? So my choice, and I think Dr. Palladino agrees as well, is always to go under the muscle if possible. And the reason is, remember, your muscle, just like the mesh, kind of acts like sort of like a bra. So it holds on to that implant as you age, your skin, gets, its elasticity decreases, and you lose, some fat and atrophy. Those implants are going to sag if it's put over the muscle. By putting it under, it minimizes that. Also, less chance of rippling, right? You're underneath the muscle, so those little ripples that can show from an implant, it's going to hide it. Also, less chance for capsular contracture with going under the muscle as well. And also, less chance to have any sort of interference with, mammograms or breastfeeding, things like that. Neither really has a high likelihood of interfering with that, but these are things that benefit overall with under the muscle. The only potential downside that I see, it's a little bit more difficult to do as a surgery, so you would have to know the procedure and how to do it, and it's a little more painful in the immediate post-op recovery because we are dissecting some of your muscle. And if you're super athletic bodybuilder, sort of athlete, then you might have some sort of animation, we call it,
Right.
But other than that, I say under the muscle, definitely the way to go.
I agree.
Anything
I
you
agree.
wanna
I
add?
prefer the under the muscle. If you have very thick skin and you don't have a lot of sag and you want just a slight perkiness, then we might be doing a periodial approach, and then we can put it on top of the muscle. But that is unlikely. Most likely you need it under the muscle. Will the under the muscle pocket live for 30-40 years? Of course, changing the implants in good. Yeah, actually, that's on the longer lasting. Most likely, it's under the muscle. And a lot of times the patient that had it over the muscle and they come for an implant exchange, we try to put it under the muscle. We switch pockets, and that's when we really recommend to use the mesh, because the mesh will keep it under the muscle. One of the things that can happen when you switch pockets is that the implant also flips because the muscle is loose now, and then it can flip to the previous pocket. So in order to prevent that, we like to use the mesh.
Yeah.
So
And remember, by not going underneath the muscle, when you age, your skin loses elasticity. It causes more dropping of that implant rather than when you go underneath the muscle. So definitely better under the muscle.
So
Here's
I'm
the
gonna
video.
show you a little video. Enjoy my acting techniques here, my Oscar. But this is to see.
I think we can full screen it, no?
Look at that.
That's it. So once you put your suit on, now you're ready to take your measurements.
Is it this one?
Now the box
green
also includes a little holder for your phone. So this is important to understand because you have to take this cutout from here, you remove it just like that, and then this is what's going to hold your phone on a table. Now you fold that insert just like so, and then you put your phone right here on the table. You download the app, and you're ready to scan your body measurements.
Now we're gonna get banned.
Now I just finished my scanning, and this is very impressive. So now
Look at
I
that.
can look through the different measurements, both for body fat percentage, 20%, maybe, shoulders width, 17.4 inches, upper arm length, and this is the circumference actually. The triceps, I need to work on my biceps and triceps. I'm gonna start my workouts, by the way. And this is the different ones. This is amazing. The chest,
So it is great. It allows you to do the hip and the waist.
and then we can calculate the waist to hip ratio. And then we can also measure our thighs and calves. This is amazing. So let's go back to the full body and we'll start playing with it. Now that we show you the scans and how it's done, this is an amazing tool and you can follow your progress inch by inch. This is impressive.
So there you go. So you have the SoSoFit suit that you should, consider getting, because it's actually gonna allow you to measure yourself and to see the changes and progress from the surgery.
What was interesting was your left and right arm were exactly the same dimensions.
Yeah.
You would think one would be a little,
I'm not a tennis
more than
player.
the other, but Dr. Palladino is an
Very
equal
symmetric.
opportunity
Very
man.
symmetric. A very symmetric guy. But yeah, it is interesting to see. I guess how so far a few patients had bought this. We have not done any surgeries on any of these patients. I think it's just like a glitch, on this, because it keeps coming in and out, in and out. So it's really interesting to us to find out, what's going to happen with these measurements on the patients that are, coming up with it.
Absolutely.
So if you bought your suit, send us your measurements, take a picture and send it to us. We've had so far a couple of patients that have done it, so that's great.
Yes, and we are in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Fort Lauderdale, Florida. This is about 20 minutes from Miami. We are 15 minutes from the Fort Lauderdale airport right here. And the hotel is about 10 minutes from the Fort Lauderdale airport.
About 20 minutes from Boca and another 40 from West Palm Beach. So,
Right.
we're right in the middle of all these cities.
Gypsy Gaines, let's see if she wants to see us. Yes, it's saying there. I didn't see it. Doesn't say, right?
No. Weird.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's see what else. But I hope you enjoy that video. I put on all my acting skills together. See if you I know what you thought. I'm gordo. That's probably part of what you thought, but my 20% body fat, that's probably accurate.
Is that what it was? I thought
Yeah,
it was
that's
a
what
little
it said. 2021? I don't know. Maybe it's I should be like 18 or 19, right? Something like that.
The body fat. We'll have to check.
My surgery in January should be.
I
Yes,
think she's talking about the mesh.
absolutely,
Perfect.
absolutely. And if you're having surgery, in the coming weeks, check out that suit, because I think it's gonna be interesting to do your measurements during your follow-up, and see what happens, how much you really, really reduce the size of your waistline, let's say, for example. We have not really a good way to follow up. We could take your pictures, but most of our patients are not from here, so it's kind of hard to have them come back just to take pictures and the measurements. But with this suit, you just do it at home. Take your pictures, perfect. So let's see, she's doing semaglutide. How far in advance should you stop before surgery? We recommend you to stop the medication 2 weeks before. Okay, so 2 weeks before, and then you could resume it 2 weeks after, 4 weeks after, okay, depending on how you feel. But I think 2 weeks is appropriate, and we've had patients having great results. One of the patients I did today, she lost like 60 pounds, on semaglutide. So it is definitely something pretty impressive. I think it helps a lot of patients safely lose weight, and it's such a, and we offer this here at our med spa for those patients that are interested. We can guide you through the process, but yeah, it's a medical weight loss system that works.
Absolutely.
And it's safe, because there are other things like methamphetamines or fentanyl or things like that some of them are not legal, but let's say fentanyl, like it is illegal, so you can get a prescription, but it also has more side effects. If you're a good candidate for these type of medications like the semaglutide, you should try that because it's more effective.
Very little contraindications. I think one of the main ones was some sort of thyroid cancers and so forth. So and then the main symptoms are GI, nausea, vomiting, and that's not everybody, a very select,
That's
few
right.
people. So it's been doing wonders for patients who are just a tad above their BMI. Literally within a month or two, they fit within the criteria and they're scheduling their surgery. So
Our patients losing over 20 pounds in 1 month.
yeah.
I mean, that's insane. It's probably not for not everyone, but it's something that you can definitely do, depending on obviously how much weight you have to lose. But my husband is thinking in trying semaglutide, just worried about the side effects, suicidal thoughts. Is the most likely adverse reaction is some stomach ache or discomfort, and it has to do a little bit of that feeling of satiety that you get. That is not necessarily something that is going to be very uncomfortable, but you might feel a little bit nauseous. You might feel that's usually what happens. So I'll say you should try it, because it's such a wonderful treatment that you should at least try it, and if you get any other symptom that is a little bit more extreme, then you can always stop it. But I think you can definitely, very unlikely to have any of these, severe psychiatric symptoms, they call it. I think more likely you're gonna enjoy the results of this, so that's the overall outcome. You should try it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're not sure if you meet the criteria or not, same thing, send the consult form. We do offer it through our med spa, and they can go through your criteria and make sure you're a candidate for that if you're not sure.
Right. Let's see. And this is moving too much.
Perfect. Yes. You can consult regarding
perfect.
semaglutide.
That's right. And perfect. You talk to Jen. So tell your coordinator. They will definitely hook you up with a med spa. And all of you guys are gonna be coming through the med spa if you're having surgery with us, because you're gonna do your pre-op right there. You're gonna meet with Leandra, and she's gonna take the pictures and explain everything to you that you need to know. Finish signing things, but you always have a lot of services available to you at the med spa, including IV hydration. That is probably a good idea to get before surgery. That is gonna pump up your system, keep you well hydrated. Remember that 12 hours before surgery you cannot drink or eat anything, so it's good for you to be hydrated, while you do that. So so you can get some hydration the day before. That is actually a good idea. If you have not thought about it, you should. And if you want some Botox, then good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you can live here with a beautiful body and also no wrinkles. That's a good combo.
It's a combo
Can't complain.
And there will be a video on all this, hopefully on the YouTube channel soon, so definitely check it out. Somebody wrote, I'm doing semaglutide, I guess, and the side effect is constipation. So
Could be.
yeah. And their side effect, that's I think what she's
It's important. One of the aspects about semaglutide is that a lot of patients kind of forget to eat. They're not hungry anymore, and they also forget to drink, which is not good. So constipation happens a lot of times because they don't get enough hydration. So it's very important that you probably force yourself, although you might feel a little bit not like drinking or eating anything, that you force yourself to drink, because a lot of the constipation happens because of that. Just to let you know, and hopefully that will will be better. Okay. You can always add some fiber to your diet, but even if you add fiber, it's super important that you add a lot of drinking water.
Yeah, especially post-op. You know, we really want you to hydrate post-op. We have another video on that. Man, we did a lot of videos the other day.
Yeah.
About post-op care and things you should do post-op to improve your symptoms and so forth. So, hydration is key.
Yeah, I think we are gonna give you a recommendation of things to buy to bring here, and one of these things is gonna be stuff to drink, you know, and to keep you hydrated. And the good thing is that when you come with us, since we're gonna be taking care of you after surgery, we want you to recover as fast as possible. So this is one of the perks of coming to Top Aesthetics compared to other places, because we are gonna be taking care of you. So if the practice that you are going to or the surgery you're going to are not gonna be directly responsible of taking care of you after surgery, then whatever happens and is your problem. Like here, we don't think that way. You know, whatever happens is our problem, in the sense of like if you're nauseated, if you are not feeling good. So we're gonna be taking care of that. So we do everything we can to avoid any of that. And this is why our recovery assistants from Med Miami love working with our patients, because our patients recover really fast, and that's what we want. You know, so it's important to understand. Let's see. I want to just see if we can cancel this, and it keeps popping up.
Absolutely. Well, I think, and we are going to put a couple more stories for hopefully next week. We'll have a couple more updates regarding the Zozo Fit.
Yeah.
We are trying to get more, followers to come, if they have questions regarding, to do a quick rapid fire consult, so to say.
Yeah.
That way, you don't have to wait to get in touch with us. You can just show us, your areas of concern without getting us banned from these, media outlets. What else?
Yeah, and I want to remind to you that if we did not get to answer all your questions right here, you always can get to the top bot that we have now, that number that we listed and pinned in the screen. It's actually a really cool tool. It's artificial intelligence trained for us, by us. So we provided a lot of the input, so when it comes out and let's say you have these questions, the side effects to me is constipation. Yeah, that's what they said. So if you want to know, for example, the side effects of semaglutide, you can just write it down, and the top bot will give you the answer. And those answers are amazing. Yeah. Top
bot likes to chat.
Yeah, loves to chat.
Any and all topic.
And give you a lot of good answers. I would advise you to stick to the plastic surgery answers, although it will answer about it.
Yeah, it will answer. You'd be surprised. I like to send Top Bot random questions and see what I get. But also answer questions specific to our practice. So ask away.
And it will not only that, but it will give you updates for your particular case if it does recognize your number. So you can ask him, when is my surgery date, and it will tell you if you are registered in our system and if you have a surgery date. Like if you forgot, which is unlikely, but you can answer those things and they give you the answer. So it's actually really good.
Someone asked, how bad is the scarring for a breast lift without implants? The same as the scarring if you would have had a lift, pretty much, with an implant, depending what type of breast lift. And
here we have
joining us.
Morales.
Hello. Oh, am I off camera?
A little bit late, but we are finally here.
Sorry, I was finishing a case.
Good.
So I'm
come
here.
a little closer here,
Okay.
so we can see. And that one. Let's see if we can put this one a little bit in there.
Okay.
You should come back a little bit further away. Now we are this far, we cannot see the question.
I know, now we
But,
can read it. I can read them.
That's good.
You
We have to
guys.
protect
So,
them.
someone asked, since semaglutide slows down digestion, is it possible the food could still remain in the stomach even if you stop 2 weeks before surgery?
Yeah, but it will not remain 2 weeks. it might remain longer hours. Let's say usually food is out of the stomach, within an hour or even sometimes faster than that, depending on what type of food it is. But yeah, it will decrease a little bit of that's one of the reasons why you feel nauseated after taking semaglutide, because it decreases the emptying of the stomach. But it's not going to be a huge delay, and you should be fine. Stopping 2 weeks before is good, because we want to kind of create back to a baseline regulation of your insulin. Remember that it changes your glucose levels too, so we don't want to have a lot of that variations during your surgery.
Someone was asking about the scarring for breast lifts. I mean, you want to touch upon that? Different.
Breast lift depends on what type of breast lift. You can do a periareolar breast lift that has a scar only around your areola, right? We have the anchor scar, which is the more traditional one. I mean, you do sometimes verticals too.
Probably the inverted T or anchor is the one we do the most.
Right.
Usually you have to excise skin, and that's the best way to do it when you have to do a lift.
And I always say that the scars for breast are usually a concern and pretty much never a complaint, because the breast looks so much better and the scars in the breast usually heal really nice, that, when the outcome is so much better, then patients don't really complain much about the scars.
Yeah. Someone asked, what does a mommy makeover include? I think it includes whatever you would like it to include, really. Typically, it's a breast and a, kind of abdomen, the old school way of thinking, but it could include, the buttock areas, it's really a combination procedure meant to kind of augment different areas.
It's fixing any problems that happen with pregnancy, pretty much. Obviously, includes weight loss as well in that, because pregnancy is not different than gaining weight and losing weight. That's pretty much what pregnancy is. So for those patients that never been pregnant but gain weight and lost weight, then there you go. You need a mommy makeover. You were pregnant with fat instead of baby. If you gain a lot of fat, because that's visceral fat that stretches your belly, and then it goes away when you lose a lot of weight. And that's exactly what we do. Guys don't get pregnant and still get puppy makeovers or daddy makeovers, right? And by the way, that's another video we did, right?
Right.
Don't believe, how many times you get the ladies looking great and then the guy comes back and says, hey, what about me? What do you have for me? And we have some stuff for you. We can give you a 6-pack. We can give you a tummy tuck if you have a lot of excess skin from weight loss.
The chest
is amazing, right? Yeah, get gynecomastia or give you some nice pecs. And that we call that the couples makeover, and we have done a number of those too. So for those of you guys, not everything is lost. Follow your lady's advice.
Don't lose hope.
Yeah.
Right? We don't discriminate here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone asks, I have a BBL and J plasma with Dr. Morales.
Okay.
I'm excited. What is the recovery time? I assume many of your patients recover nicely due to all the safety measures you guys take.
Yeah, so the recovery, an easy way to think about it is 2 weeks, 1 week with us with the premium stay package, and then 1 week at home, either traveling back home after the first week, or if you live locally here, then you can go back to work. Obviously, you have to take care not to put pressure on the buttocks. We give you a BBL pillow. You can get information on the website about that, on our feed. Then as far as the other component of the question was recovery, and then what was
just
the other
say
thing?
safety measures.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Safety. So then we use the ultrasound to visualize the layers and make sure we're only injecting above the muscle, and so that's the main safety thing that is mandated now with BBLs. Obviously, we have other safety measures. We have the Masimo monitor to check your hemoglobin, your fluid status as we're doing the liposuction, which is a step above what the usual standard of care is. So yeah, we've got all the gadgets, and we do this all the time. So definitely apply all those.
Yeah, I think we're all members of WACS, the World Association of Gluteal Surgeons, which actually creates. We are investigating and constantly creating and updating our safety protocols, especially when it comes to liposuction and fat transfer to the buttocks. So I think that is something that is. We are a training center here, and we are all members of this organization, which gives you an idea that we put this extra effort on making sure things are safe. And we are really, really committed with safety, which is our number one priority. You know, when you come to Top Aesthetics, that's what we do. And we take care of you after surgery, which, believe me, that is very unusual and extremely important. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Price of a mommy makeover, send, in your consult.
Man, mommy makeover could be, I don't know, $8,000, $7,000, or 22,000. Who knows? And I can guarantee you that if you're gonna shop for pricing, please do. But when you do, make sure you understand everything that comes with it. So, meaning, like when we offer a price, we are talking about the whole thing, including your hotel stay and all of that. So if somebody has the same price and it's not including that, that is a significant savings on our side if you come with us, because you're gonna have to spend it somewhere. And if you go home and you let your husband take care of you, good luck. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, it's not gonna be the same. Definitely. Make sure you're going to a place where they have a lot of experience and they care about safety.
Yeah.
How long after BBL and 360 can you have round 2? Typically, it'd be best to wait a year. That is optimum, just because we want everything to soften up, the swelling to subside, and so a year would be ideal. Now, a month here, a month there, it's okay, but typically a year.
Yeah. 6 months, I would say it's still a little too early, but the soonest I would do it is no sooner than 6 months. A year is preferred, or longer. That's it's waiting enough time to get all the scarring to soften. Well, if you guys remember that if you have questions and we have not answered the questions, or after we are gone, write down that number, save it on your phones. That is the top bot. If you have not played with it, send their questions, send all the questions that you have, ask them questions about your surgery, your whatever you can think of, and then it will most likely answer. For those of you that are post-op, before you answer, you come and ask us the questions, and ask the questions to the top bot, and then if the top bot can answer it, we're happy to. So that is what I can tell you, and we've been surprised on how accurate the answers are. But it's just because we provided a lot of the training for it too. It's not like it just happened. Now ChatGPT is pretty amazing. This is ChatGPT for Top Aesthetics, so it's pretty cool.
Perfect.
And what else? I think it's already 6.
Yep.
So we are gonna be reaching the end of this live. Remember to check the live. We're gonna post the live if you haven't seen it yet, but post, because there's a lot of things talking about the suit, it's also fit, talking about the chatbot and everything else, mesh, and a lot of the cool stuff that we have. And stay tuned, because some cool stuff is coming too. So I think you're gonna enjoy what's coming next in the next couple of months here at Top Aesthetics. That's what I can say. You guys have anything else to add?
No.
Fantastic. Stay tuned. Check out the YouTube for the new videos, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
All
Thank you very much, everyone, for
Bye.
tuning in.
Bye.
We'll see you soon. Adios. Hasta la vista, baby.